Hi everyone, my name is Kara Johnson, and today I'm going to be talking about my personal theory of leadership. If I were to pick a blend of the leadership styles in our textbook, I would choose authentic leadership, servant leadership, and adaptive leadership. These three, combined, incorporate a lot of what leadership means to me. Authentic leadership is included because honesty is incredibly important to me, and I don't think that a leader can get anywhere without it. Servant leadership is included because humility is important to me. If a leader is not willing to carry out the lowest and dirtiest task, they cannot call themselves a leader. Adaptive leadership is included as the task-oriented part of leadership. This one is a little bit lower than the first two, but where would we be without it? This type of leadership is very practical and task-oriented. I believe my theory of leadership is very relationship-based. To me, one can't boss someone around without a prior relationship in place, and you can't force someone to respect you. To give kind of an overview on my theory of leadership, I chose this quote by Marian Anderson. Leadership should be born out of the understanding of the needs of those who would be affected by it. Marian Anderson. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about the jobs I've had. In 2016, I started working at Chick-fil-A in Johns Creek, and then I quickly moved over to Starbucks, and then I became a gymnastics coach for a while, and I went back to working at a different Chick-fil-A, and now I'm an assistant manager and roaster at Peach Coffee Roasters. Through these different jobs, I had a couple different bosses, and there were a couple standout moments that really shaped my theory of leadership. At my first job at Chick-fil-A, I had to deal with a lot of the managers lying to my face about certain things. This helped me to want to become a very authentic leadership and be a very authentic leader and be very true to myself when it came time for me to lead. At my second job at Chick-fil-A, I saw a lot of selfishness, mostly leaders not caring about the people around them and what they were suffering through. However, at Chick-fil-A, I saw very efficient working. This experience helped me want to become a servant and adaptive leader. As far as authentic leadership, Avolio, Luthans, and Walumba define authentic leaders as those who are deeply aware of how they think and behave and are perceived by others as being aware of their own and others' values and moral perspectives, knowledge, and strengths, aware of the context in which they operate, and who are confident, hopeful, optimistic, resilient, and of high moral character, as cited in Avolio Gardner, 2004. This definition is part of authentic leadership that really resonates with me. I believe in a leader and follower relationship, and the leader must be very self-aware. Servant leadership. I wrote an article by Dick Durandonk, who wrote an article on servant leadership, and he said, "The servant leader is servant first. It begins with the natural feeling that one wants to serve first. Then conscious choice brings out one's aspiration to lead." I try to take this quote as putting myself in others' shoes and considering the hardships that they may be going through at work. While reading the article 4 Lessons in Adaptive Leadership by Michael Useem, 2002, one quote stood out to me. "Make the objectives clear, but avoid micromanaging those who will execute on them." This is the only task-oriented part of my leadership theory, but I think it's very important. I faced a lot of micromanaging at most of the jobs I've had, and I think that being micromanaged has helped me to never want to micromanage anyone, and that has really helped me become a leader. Thank you.